Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to the Man United series. And up in today's episode, we face Arsenal away from home in the first match of Season 2. So what a way to start off Season 2, away to Arsenal. It's actually the first match of the new Premier League season as well. We actually won this game last season, though, of course. We beat them 2-1 away from home. We also beat them at home as well, so did a double over Arsenal last season. So although this is a very tricky match to start off the new season, there's no reason to think we cannot win this game, put it that way. Anyway, new season, and there's been a lot of new transfers to talk about. Actually, there's 6 players I've signed this season. But first of all, let's get to the players that have left us. Of course, the transfer window has not ended yet, but I think it's safe to say that all the business is done in terms of incomings and outgoings. Apart from we get an offer from a player who I'm interested in selling. But I do like to do my business quite early, I have to be honest. I like to get it out of the way. I like to make sure we get the players that I want to get. I don't want to keep it around to the deadline. I know it's more interesting to keep it up to a deadline day, but I don't feel the need to do that. But anyway, let's get to the outgoings first of all. The first player to leave us was actually Victor Lindelof. We managed to get rid of him and got rid of him quite quickly as well. He went to Zenit St. Petersburg for 15 million as well, which was nice. Did have to pay some of his wages for him to go there. I think it was about 40k a week. Had to pay his wages for the next 2 seasons. But he was on 170k a week for us. Got 15 million from him as well. So all in all, I think it's a great piece of business, to be honest. Of course, he's nowhere near good enough for Man United. Nothing better than a backup player. So 170k for a backup player. Well, he's got to go, and he's gone. 15 million in the last year of his contract as well, so very happy with that sale there. Next player to leave us is just a loan, and that's Noam Emaran has gone on loan to Morecambe for the season, and there's a lot more outgoings to talk of. You see here, loads more to talk of. Ethan Ennis has gone to Watford for 600k, just a youngster. There's not very much use here. Eric Bailly signed for Marseille for 8.5 million. Of course, Eric Bailly was not playing for us last season. He was actually on loan at Marseille, and they had an optional future fee, and they've matched it at 8.5 million. So get 8.5 million for Bailly as well is very, very nice. Logan Pye has gone to Watford for 165k. Zidane Iqbal has gone to Southampton for 3.5 million as well. Also, some players left us on a free transfer. Phil Jones has gone to Galatasaray on a free transfer. He's on 100k plus a week. He's sitting in the reserve, so great to see him go. Matteo Meggi has gone to Linares on a free transfer. Bjorn Hartley's gone to Heracles on a free transfer. Amari Forson's gone to Newcastle on a free transfer. Then you got Wellens has gone to Preston on a free transfer as well. Also, Fred has gone to FC Nantes on a free transfer as well. He's on 130k a week, 140k a week. So great to see him leave as well. He's all right, average player, but no more than a backup player as well. As I said, massive wages for a backup player. He's on 16k a week. How has that even happened? How has that happened? Of course, we're not paying any of his wages. He left us on a free transfer, so I have no idea how Nantes have managed to pull that one off. Is he mad or something? He's gone from basically 150k a week to 16k a week. Well, I'm sure he could have got more than that, to be honest. Wow, okay, fair enough, Fred. That's very bizarre. I can't believe I've seen that. Also, of course, some more big names have left us on a free transfer as well. Cristiano Ronaldo left us on a free transfer. He's yet to find a new club, which is, it's bizarre to say the fact that no one's really interested in Ronaldo. But saying that, for a 38-year-old with his ridiculous wage demands, you can probably see why a lot of teams would not be interested in him. 475k a week for him. Madness, absolute madness. So great to see that back in the ways. But we did do quite well last season, though, to be fair. He got 30 goals in just 19 starts. So he did do really well last season. But 475k a week, well, yeah. If you're not the best player in the world at that moment in time, of course, Ronaldo has been the best player in the world for many years, but along with Messi, of course. But at the moment in time, you're not the best player in the world, 475k a week, then there's no justification for that. Also, Tom Huddlestone, he was in the reserves as well. He's left us on a free transfer. He wasn't on big wages, though. He was on about 10k a week. I didn't even know Huddlestone was at Man United, to be honest. I thought he retired years ago. Very, very bizarre. He was also a coach at the club as well, but I don't think he's a very good... he's half decent as a coach, to be fair. But, yeah, got rid of him as well. Also, Galbraith. You know, I never know how to pronounce his name. He's left us on a free transfer as well. David De Gea has left us on a free transfer as well, of course. He's yet to find a club as well, which is very bizarre. De Gea and Ronaldo currently still on their holidays on the 18th of August, which is very, very bizarre. He's got a bid after him now, finally, though. He's got a bid from Empoli. How bizarre, Empoli. How are they going to afford his wage? He was on 375k a week, which is just outrageous, absolutely outrageous. So he's left. He couldn't even make the Spain squad in real life, could he? The World Cup. He's on 375k a week. It's nonsense, absolute nonsense. Who on earth is in control of Man United's wages? I don't know who it is, but they need the head tested. But anyway, De Gea's left us. Again, he had a decent season last season as well, but 375k a week, absolute madness. So he's left us, and obviously a lot of other players left us as well. Players that we're not too familiar with because they're not that good, to be honest. Anyway, let's get back to the players who left us for money. A lot more sales to talk of. Over 2 pages worth as well. So a lot of players left us. There's lots of players in the under-21 squad. Lots of needless players in the under-21 squad. Amad Diallo has gone to Salzburg for 14 million. Of course, they signed him with a lot of promise here. A lot of promise, sorry. He could be a Premier League player in the future, for sure. I don't see why he couldn't be. Would he be Man United level? Yet to be seen. Probably not. So it's gone to Salzburg, 14 million. Good signing for them. They're known for developing youngsters, aren't they? So probably do really well there. But yeah, not really in my plans here. Of course, I'm only doing 3 seasons, so I haven't really got any use for Diallo whatsoever. So to get 14 million for him, very, very happy with that. Also, Harry Maguire has left us, and he's gone to Real Madrid of all teams. Harry Maguire to Real Madrid. Okay, I thought I might struggle to sell Maguire because of his ridiculous wage demands. He's on 200k a week, but for some bizarre reason, Real Madrid wants him. He's on 180k a week there for them. Happy days. 15 million in the bank, 200k extra into the wage budget as well. So great to see him leave. He's gone there for 15 million. Also, Luke Shaw is off the wage bill as well. He's on 170k a week, which is crazy. He's on the Lazio for 8 million. Could have gone to Monaco for 12 million, I think it was, but he rejected their contract, unfortunately. He's agreed to go to Lazio, took a big pay cut, as you see there, only on 40k a week now. We are paying some of his wages while he's there, but happy to see him leave. He's now worth 73 to 88 million, which is madness. But yeah, Luke Shaw, decent left back, but he's on massive wages, and I couldn't justify it for the amount of injuries he gets. So yeah, I had to sell Luke Shaw, and he's gone to Lazio for 8 million. Also, Hannibal has gone to Shakhtar for 12 million. Yeah, another one similar to Diallo. Maybe a Premier League player in the future. Probably not for Man United though, and yeah, not of any use to me whatsoever in this series. So I've sold him for 12 million to Shakhtar. Happy days with that. Also, Charlie Manil's gone to loan to Ipswich. Charlie Savage has gone loan to Bristol Rovers. Anthony Martial has gone loan to Lyon for the season. I think he's a former player. He's a former player, Lyon, isn't he? Yeah, he started his career off with Lyon. I think too many games there, it has to be said. Try to sell Martial on a permanent transfer. His wages, as you can see there, it's just, as I said, who does the wages of Man United? It's just outrageous. 250k a week Martial is on. Martial is on 250k a week. How disgraceful. So, yeah, it's no surprise that I couldn't really sell him on a permanent transfer. Who did he get an offer for? West Ham. West Ham wanted him, though. West Ham wanted him. And no selling team wage contribution. So, that would have been lovely. 15 million as well. Unfortunately for us, Martial thinks he's too good for West Ham, and he rejected the contract. So after he rejected West Ham, I tried to sell him for less and less and less. When I had 8 million, but no one came in for him, so I decided, you know what, to loan him out for the season. He's gone loan to Lyon. They are paying 100k of his wages, paying a big playing monthly and unused monthly fee as well. And his contract expires end of the season, so we won't be seeing Martial play for us again. He wasn't terrible last season, he was alright, made a contribution, but again, 250k a week for a squad player is just outrageous, so he had to go. Also, Daniel Gore has gone to Wolves for 500k. Alex Telles has gone to Fenerbahce for 6.5 million. Another one is a little bit of a bonus. He was in the reserves last season. I was looking at him, thinking maybe I might use him as a backup left back, but ultimately I thought, you know what, nah, get rid of him. He's on about 100k a week, so I had to sell him. 6.5 million to Fenerbahce. Happy days. Also, a few more sales. Alvaro Fernandez has gone to Salzburg as well for 13.25 million. Similar to Diallo and Hannibal, maybe a Premier League player in the future. Got a little bit of promise about him, but not really going to be any use to me in this series. So decided to cash in him as well. 13.25 million is very nice. He's gone to Salzburg as well. More sales to talk of. Wan-Bissaka has left us. He's gone to Hertha Berlin for 8 million. Of course, Wan-Bissaka could have signed for Crystal Palace last season, but they got relegated, so they didn't match his fee there. But got rid of him also to Hertha Berlin, which is very nice. 8 million for him. Happy days. Also, Dijon Bernard has gone on loan to Nimes for the season. Mengi's gone to Club Brugge for 10 million. Again, as I keep alluding to, youngster, not going to be good enough for the club. No use to me whatsoever. So to get 10 million for him, happy days. Joe Hugel's on loan to Barnsley for the season. Ethan Laird's gone to Luton for 3 million. Garnacho, another youngster's gone to Southampton for 12 million. I think I saw him. Yeah, he played the other day in the Europa League for Man United against Sheriff. So some Man United fans watching this might think, what on earth am I doing? But this is FootballManager after all, and in this FootballManager, he's not very highly rated, and he's not going to be any use to me. So it might be different in real life. you never know. He might break onto the scene this season and be a great player. We shall see about that. But yeah, in this series, he's not going to be any use to me whatsoever. So get 12 million for him to Southampton as well is very, very nice. He's changed his nationality. He started off Spanish. He went Argentinian. Now he's back Spanish again. So he can't make his mind up. But saying that, he's got two great choices there. If he's good enough, that is, to play for both nations. We shall see about that. But Spain and Argentina, okay, great choices. And also, finally, just sold him. Willy Cambuala has gone to Nice for 700k. So as I said, lots of players have left us. Lots and lots of the under-21 squad was just ridiculously large. It was unbelievably large. So, and some of these youngsters were on crazy wages as well. So really, really great piece of business to get rid of lots of them. Anyway, let's get to the players that have joined us. Well, of course, the first player to join us was Yuri Tielemans. That was already confirmed in the last episode there. He's joined us for 30 million from Leicester. I'm very happy with this signing, to be honest. I think he's a brilliant player. He's, well, as you can see there, he's a world-class midfielder. He's a very, very good midfielder. 63 cats of Belgium. He's only 26, of course. Great playmaker player. Him and Eriksen there battling out for deep line playmaker. I think that's great. For only 30 million as well. Brilliant. 130k a week for someone who's a regular starter, I think is great for a team the size of Man United. So, yeah, very happy to get Tielemans in, and I can't wait to see what he can do. Well, with De Gea leaving, of course, I needed a new goalkeeper. Dean Henderson is back from loan at Nottingham Forest, but I can't rely on just one goalkeeper for the season, can I? So I signed a new goalkeeper, and that is Mike Maignan from AC Milan for 48 million. So I was looking at what goalkeeper to sign. Maignan, he wanted a new contract with AC Milan, so he's a bit unhappy. So I got him a little bit on the cheap there for 48 million. I wouldn't say he's the best goalkeeper we could get, but he's up there. He's close to it. I say he's in the top 5 best goalkeepers we could get at this moment in time. So yeah, very happy with this. He wouldn't be my number one choice, but in terms of the price and the ability of him, I'm very happy with that. 150k a week does sound like quite a lot, but that's 225k a week less than De Gea, and he's definitely overall better than De Gea. He can actually distribute a ball, which is great. He can communicate with players as well, which is brilliant, unlike De Gea. So yeah, very, very happy to get Maignan in. He's not quite the sweeper keeper type, which I wanted, but he will be playing a sweeper keeper nonetheless, because he can play there. Unlike De Gea, as I said, acceleration is a bit poor. He's also rushing out tends to be a bit poor, so he's going to play a sweeper keeper defend. But yeah, very happy with his signing. He's got 18 caps for France, so he's a very good goalkeeper. As I said, don't think you put him quite down as elite goalkeeper or maybe world-class goalkeeper, but not quite elite. So yeah, I feel like we could get better in the future, but for now, and for season 3 as well, I think Maignan is good enough and a great replacement for De Gea as well. So very happy with that. And then 4 more signings to talk of. I finally signed Josip Sotalo. Got him for 16.5 million this time, so very, very happy with that. I would have liked a better centre-back, but didn't quite get the money. And wasn't able to get amazing centre-back. But Sotalo certainly adds to the centre-backs there, so very happy with that. It'd be nicer if he's a little bit better physically. If he's better physically, he'd be much better. But overall, he's quite good. 23 years of age. Croatian, plays for the Croatian national team. Third choice centre-back this season, battling out Lacroix to partner of Varane this season. So, of course, as I said, I would like a better centre-back than these 3. Probably going to try and look to buy a better centre-back in the final season there. But for now, Sotalo, 16.5 million. Can't go wrong in my opinion. Very happy with that. 65k a week as well, which is very cheap at this level for Man United. So, yeah, all in all, I don't think it's any sort of risk deal, to be honest. If he's useless, then we're going to sell him. We're going to get more money than what we paid for him for sure. So, yeah, very happy with signing Sotalo. The next signing I made, that was quite exciting. Of course, Luke Shaw was sold, and I replaced him with a better left-back, and that is Jose Gaya from Valencia. Very, very good left-back. Overall, very, very solid. Great thing about him as well, he can play out all the way, anyway down the left as well. He's just as good going forward as he is defending as well. So, like Pedro Porro, but unlike Pedro Porro, he can actually defend quite well. So, yeah, very, very happy with this signing, Jose Gaya. 55 million sounds quite a lot, but for a player of his calibre, I think it's almost a snip, to be honest. Just overall, he's very, very good. As you see here, loads of 14s and 15s going on. Some greens as well. Many greens. Acceleration's nice, pace, agility, decisions, off the ball, technique. But the rest of his attributes are pretty much all 14 and 15. They're all 14 and 15 pretty much, apart from balance, 13 for his role. So, yeah, what a great player he is, Guy. Looking forward to see what he can do. And we're certainly strengthening that left-back position, which is brilliant. That was a weak point of us last season. Shaw was decent when he was here. Nothing more than decent, though. But he was injured for a third of the season. Malacia was absolutely atrocious. And Martinez was atrocious down the left-hand side as well. So, Gaia, I'm hoping he can be a brilliant player for us. And the next signing, another one for La Liga, is another very, very exciting signing as well. And that's Ansu Fati. The Barcelona wonder kid has joined us for 53 million. Got him on the cheap. 53 million is cheap for a player like him, I know. He can play anywhere down the down the wing, which is great. He can play it up front as well, so that's brilliant. Yeah, very, very happy to get him in. Of course, he's won more for, well, he would not one for the future, because he's one who can come in right now. He's brilliant. He's got 13 caps for Spain, for goodness sake, and 10 goals. So I don't know what I'm talking about there, one for the future. He's one for right now, but what I mean is, in the future, he could be absolutely outstanding. As you can see there, he's still described as a wonder kid. He's on big wages. He's on 250k a week, which is a little bit more than I'd like, to be honest, but I thought it was too good to refuse. He's just too much of a great talent, isn't he? And he can just develop so much in this season. The next season, he could be outstanding next season for us. So, yeah, very, very happy with his signing. He's a brilliant, brilliant player. Great potential as well. And looking forward to seeing what he can do. 53 million for him from Barcelona. Happy days. Said wages are a bit high, which did put me off a little bit, but definitely needed a winger type. And there wasn't too many more other options out there, to be honest. And finally, you might think, what on earth am I doing here? But desperate for a striker, needed a striker, and unfortunately run out of money. And there was a choice. It was narrowed down to 3 for me. It was Abraham, Calvert-Lewin, or Giroud. And of course, I know none of those 3 are world-class elite strikers, which I wanted. But unfortunately, we ran out of money. We didn't have enough money left. So I needed a striker, and it was a toss-up between Calvert-Lewin and Abraham as a complete forward type, because obviously they're both great in the air as well. So it was a toss-up between those 2. But then after I sold all the players that pretty much I could sell, I realised that I wouldn't be able to afford any of those 2. So Giroud was there as a backup, because I knew that I could sign him if we couldn't get anyone else. And I got him for 9 million. Okay, 9 million for a 36-year-old, about to turn 37, is a little bit foolish, but he's very good. He's still very, very good. Obviously, speed. Well, Giroud's never been known for his speed, but with 17 natural fitness, he's kept most of his physicals about as well. Great thing is he comes as an impact sub, and as a target forward, 6'4". To put him up top, last 15, 20 minutes to go, try and get us a winner or an equaliser. Just seems like a great player to bring in, to be honest. 9 million, as I said, for a 36, almost 37-year-old. Seems a little bit foolish. And also, some of you might be questioning, saying, you got rid of Ronaldo and you brought in Giroud. Well, say like that, but Giroud is on a quarter of the wages that Ronaldo was on. Ronaldo's on 475k a week, and Giroud is on 125k a week. Of course, I'm not comparing Giroud with Ronaldo. That's foolish as well, but Giroud, he just looks very good. Mentally, he's insane. He's insane mentally. Physically, he's still very good as well. 17 jump reach, balance is great, strength is great, great in the air. So, as a backup striker, impact sub, just for 1 season, maybe 2, depending on if we can. If he plays in 10 games this season, it will extend for another season, which probably will do. But ultimately, I want to sign a better striker next season anyway, to replace Rashford up front effectively, and keep Rashford in the team, of course. But yeah, I want to buy a better striker next season. But for now, I ran out of money, so I decided to bring in Giroud for 9 million. So that's all the signings I've made. I wouldn't say it's my perfect window, but I'm very happy with it nonetheless. Jose Guy, I think, is a massive signing for us down the left-hand side, left back. Ansu Fati as well, really adds to the forward line there. Giroud, we'll see what he can do off the bench and so. Sotalo as well, nice little backup centre-back, third choice centre-back, sorry. Tielemans as well, great addition, and Maignan as a new goalkeeper. So yeah, all in all, I'm very happy with the business we've done. Would have liked a better centre-back, also a better striker as well, but hopefully we can get that in the next window, or next summer, sorry, because next window probably won't be able to sign anyone. In terms of the funds left here, well, I've got 1 million transfer budget, so adjust that. Nothing left of the transfer budget, I just adjusted it there. 118k under the wage budget, so it's definitely no more deals this window, unless someone is sold, which I highly doubt, to be honest. Anyway, new season, of course. Well, we finished 3rd last season. Really good season in the end in the league. Just 2 points behind Liverpool as well. So we want to progress, really. We want to finish 2nd this season. So hopefully we can do that. In terms of the season preview, though, we're down in 4th place. Man City are favourites, as you can imagine. Chelsea and Liverpool. Well, according to the odds here, Chelsea, Liverpool and us are very, very tight for that 2nd place. So I hope we get 2nd place. You look at the media Dream 11 here, we've got no players in the Dream 11. It's dominated by Man City, Chelsea and Liverpool. Oh, actually, no, we've got Sancho in there, actually. Just spotted Sancho's in there. So I've got a player in the Dream 11, so that's great. But yeah, it's going to be tricky to finish 2nd, of course. But, we did really well last season. We had a great home record. So 2 points behind Liverpool last season. We got to 80 points in the end, I believe it was. So, let's aim. Let's try and get to, I think, 85 points this season, 2nd place. I think I'll be quite happy with that, to be honest. Obviously, back in the Champions League this season as well. First time in the Champions League. Let's hope it doesn't go pear-shaped in the group stage like the Europa League last season. And, FA Cup final went disastrous last season as well. But let's see what we can do this season. As I said, 2nd place finish. I'll be happy with that. And another trophy. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, even the Champions League. Maybe not the Champions League, but maybe a FA Cup or something, and second in the league. I'll be happy with that. And then in the third season, of course, we're going all out, trying to win the league, trying to win the Champions League, trying to win everything, basically. But this season, I'll be happy with second place finish. Anyway, let's get to the first game of the new season then, away to Arsenal. Well, of course, I mentioned all the outgoings and incomings there. Another couple of players who joined us in the first team this season are obviously Dean Henderson, who's back from a loan at Nottingham Forest. He's backup goalkeeper, but he's quite good, as you see there. So if Maignan is playing really poorly, at least we've got Henderson here, who can come into the first team. He play a lot of games in the Cup as well. So Maignan needs to stay on top of his game. Otherwise, Henderson will be coming into the team. A bit different than last season, because Dubravka was absolutely atrocious last season. Atrocious. So I couldn't give him a chance in the team. And De Gea was quite solid, to be fair, but Dubravka was terrible backup. And also, Shola Shortire, he is up in the first team as well. Obviously a youngster here, 19 years of age. Probably ain't got the potential to do too much in the series, but I decided to keep him in the first team nonetheless. Let's see what he can do this season. Anyway, in terms of the team sheet for the first game of the new season here, got Maignan in goal, Porro right back, Gaia left back, Varane and Lacroix centre backs. We've got McTominay, Eriksen and Fernandes in midfield, Fati on the right, Sancho on the left, and Rashford up front. So in terms of debuts today, well, obviously Fati's making his debut, Gaia's making his debut as well, and Maignan. It's only 3 players making their debut today. They've got Sotalo on the bench though, who might get his debut, Tielemans as well, and also Giroud. In terms of injuries, unfortunately we start off the new season with Casemiro missing. He just picked up an injury, out between 10 days to 3 weeks. Saying that though, he would have missed this game anyway, because he is suspended, because he's always getting a yellow card pretty much every single game. Anyway, Arsenal away from home. First game of Season 2. We got a double over Arsenal last season. Can we start off with another win here? Well, let's find out. Okay, here we go. Start of Season 2. What can we do? Well, after the World Cup last season, we had a pretty great record in the league. We only lost 2 games, I think it was. That was away to Liverpool and away to Chelsea. So we're carrying that form from last season into this season. Then we've got a good chance of doing well this season, of course. Anyway, first highlight for us. 8 minutes in, Eriksen with a free kick. It's cleared though. It's Odegaard. I'm sure Arsenal would like to stop us making it 3 in a row against them. Great win against them away from home last season. Towards the end as well, a lovely ball from Odegaard there to Jesus. Someone sticks a foot in there, and that was Gaia. Was that Gaia? It was Gaia. It's already proven his worth already in the first 9 minutes here. I wouldn't say he's proven his worth, but he certainly made a good contribution there. Anyway, Odegaard with a corner. It's cleared. Only back to Odegaard. He's got time to pick out another pass. He finds Ben White. That's too easy, isn't it? That's too easy. Maignan with a good little stop there, though. I think it was offside. It was offside anyway. Quite a lively start to the match here. Of course, Arsenal versus Man United. You expect it to be quite lively. Quite big rivals, aren't they? Remember when I was growing up watching the Premier League, it was all about Arsenal and Man United. They're the best 2 teams in the league. It's very funny to say that these days, but they were at one point. Anyway, for a long time, actually. Anyway, Rashford gets in there. His first chance of the new season, and he's scored already. First goal. We did want to sign a new striker, a new pinpoint striker, a great striker up there to take the burden off Rashford, I guess. And Rashford primarily wants to play on the left-hand side, batting out Sancho for that position, I guess. That'd be brilliant. Those 2 in there, that'd be great. But we weren't able to sign a striker I wanted to. So Rashford is going to lead the line at the end of this season. And but last season he got over 30 goals, so we'll see what he can do this season. Ray started off with a goal as well. And Ansu Fati with an assist as well. That's great from him. Ansu Fati, of course, is right-footed, but he's playing on the right-hand side as an inverted winger attack. We'll see what he does there. He's doing well there already, isn't he, with 7.5. Of course, Anthony got a lot of assists last season, but not too many goals. Only 2 goals in the league last season for Anthony. It's very poor. Anyway, a couple minutes to go to half-time. We've got another highlight here. Eriksen to take it. The former Spurs man. Against the Gooners. He crosses it in. Can we make it 2-0? We do make it 2-0. What a lovely start to the new season this is. Rafael Varane with the goal. 2-0 away to Arsenal at the Emirates. Wow. We're looking good. We're looking good here. I'm liking it. Of course, not going to get carried away. It's only the first game of the season, but what a lovely start to the new season. Still, this game's not even over yet, so you cannot celebrate prematurely, that is for sure. Arsenal have got plenty about them to score 2 goals, so cannot get carried away. But what a lovely start to the match, and I wasn't expecting to be 2-0 up at half-time, I have to be honest. So very, very nice. 10 minutes into the second half, we get another highlight. It's Pedro Porro. We're very... what on earth is going on? Well, I've seen strange goals in FootballManager before, but that could well possibly be the strangest goal I've ever seen. Okay. Thank you, Ramsdale. Thank you for that, mate. I love that. He's obviously a Man United fan. Well, oh my word, what on earth have I just witnessed there? Pedro Porro with a terrible free kick. Let's go into the back of the net because Ramsdale's just dived mid. I don't know what he's doing. I have no idea what he's doing. Anyway, what an absolute gift there. We're 3-0 up here at the Emirates. We're absolutely cruising. Scott McTominay's on a yellow card. Haven't really got a ball midfielder on the bench though, so we'll leave him there actually. Porro's on the yellow card. We'll take him off though. Bring on Brandon Williams for him. Put him on support. Don't really want to attack Williams. And Sancho can come off as well. You know what? Let's bring on short side. Let's give him a game. Anthony as well. He's lacking match sharp. Let's give him some game time as well. I think we can make 5 substitutions still this season. 3-0 up away to Arsenal. Of course, that third goal was rather comical, but still was 2-0 up at that point. So, what a game so far from us. Absolutely brilliant. All right, can we make any more substitutions? I think we can. We can. I'm going to bring Tielemans on. Yep, Tielemans on for Eriksen. Then another change as well. Giroud. To bring Giroud on? Yeah, playing against Arsenal, aren't we? Giroud on against his former team. Let's put him on deep line forward and support as well. Let's change him to a shadow striker. Well, unless something absolutely disastrous happens here in the last 18 minutes, I think we're guaranteed a win here at the Emirates. 3-0 away from home in the start of the season. This is a statement win from us. This is a statement. Could be a statement. I think it's a statement from Ramsdale as well. They shouldn't be England's number one. Put it that way. Oh my word. What is that bloke doing? Anyway, it's Saliba. Back to Ramsdale. Are you alright, pal? Don't know what he's doing now. He's twinkle toes. Martinelli wins a header though. Oh my word, what happened there? I think he was offside. Alright, 15 minutes to go. We haven't dominated this game by any means. It's been a very, very even game. We're taking our chances, and Ramsdale gave us a chance. So, happy day. But as I said, we can't look at that and think that's helped us out massively because we're already 2-0 up at that point, and the game is just run by here. What a win. What a win to start the new season. Okay, even if we take that away the third goal, it still would be a 2-0 win away to Arsenal to start the new season. So, it's 3-0. Ramsdale gifted us a goal, but what a lovely start to the new season that is. And what some lovely debuts as well. I know it's very early on, of course, but in terms of the 3 players that made their full debuts today, can't ask much more than that. Maino with a clean sheet and a 7.3. Gaia with a clean sheet and a 7.3. And Ansu Fati with an assist and a 7.5. So, all in all, the new signings there are looking very, very good. Of course, Giroud came on. Also, who else came on? Tielemans came on as well. And obviously, Satala didn't get any game time. But in terms of the three players made their full debut, happy days. Away to Arsenal, 3-0. This is one of the better teams in the league, of course. So, brilliant win that. Very happy with that start to the season. Absolutely fantastic. Of course, we are top of the league currently because no one else has played a game. But, yeah, what a lovely start to the new season. Anyway, in terms of the next episode, well, we enter the Champions League group stage on the 19th of September, which conveniently falls in between the Man City and Brentford games there. Unfortunately, there's only 2 games to go before the Man City game, so I don't know when I'll bring you back, but I think I'll bring you back for, depending on what teams we get in the Champions League. So it'll either be Man City at home with a Champions League game in there as well, or it'll probably be Liverpool at home with a Champions League game as well. So I'll see what I'll do there. Man City game might come around a bit too quickly. I'll see about that. But yeah, make sure you join for the next episode, guys. That'll feature our first Champions League game of the series, and either Man City or Liverpool. And thank you guys for watching this video. Please remember, if you like the video, hit that like button for me. And also hit that subscribe button as well, please, guys. It'd really help me out, and much appreciated as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.